let's just start with the same 5 R's. So let me know how any of that happened for you today. Anybody relate to a 5 R today?
I well, one of those.
Seriously. Try and explain to them. I mean, you guys sit next to each other. You guys are like brothers.
Your cousin.
Yeah.
At the kind of.
Wow. Does anybody want to volunteer?
You go first and give me.
It's like, we've been here in like a couple weeks.
Okay, well, you last one.
No, you gotta go first. You volunteer him to go first.
Yeah, no, right? Respect. When somebody else was talking in class, I stayed quiet.
Nah, you I mean, that's respect. You respect their voice and their opinion, so you didn't talk while they were talking. That's respect. But,
I was gonna say like reaching out to my fourth year, like the girl that sits next to me, she has trouble like understanding and have to teach it to them.
alright. Nice. So were you helping her to like help with math, or you trying to get her number? Was there an ulterior motive there?
Like she asked me for help. It's not. I ain't even been like.
That's a good one. That's reaching out for you. So I mean, there's 5 of you guys right now. See if you guys get hit all 5 of them. So he said respect. He said reaching out. Let's see if you guys get hit the other 3. Responsibility. He took the next.
I think relationship.
Okay, can you
Nah, I think relationship.
I called it out.
Nah, I think
I mean, so he said responsibility. He came to school today. That's responsibility. Y'all show responsibility by coming here today. So, but you use that one every time. I know that. I noticed that. Every time. Oh, responsibility. I came to school. So about that, you said relationship?
Yeah. So Joshi, right? So we in the hallway, and then Julie said, "Smile behind my back," and he told me so. That's a relationship right there. It's like
So Juliet.
Yeah,
She smiled behind your back.
That's a nickname for her. Yeah.
So her name.
I thought you were really talking.
But she smiled, and he told you that she smiled.
She was like, oh, she wants you. Like, oh, what's up?
So how did you build a relationship?
Cause that's the homie, like
So he did relationship. It sound like.
They're talking about the friendship relationship.
Yeah,
they're not
you
talking
never
about
say relationship
between
like
them two.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. I'll let that go. Then you got
Now you reaching out.
reaching out.
Yeah, I saw this girl like that's having trouble with his homework. I mean his homework. But I don't know her, so I just say, hey, help.
So you help somebody random, like you don't even know this girl. That's good though.
That's how I met the girl.
That was your foot in the door.
Yeah, he's like,
Just like, oh, he got. Trying to get some game.
Alright, so that was just about all.
Oh, we missed one.
We missed one. We missed
Role
role model. That's a big one.
What can fit in?
Nobody was a role model today?
Yeah.
no. Does it count if you're not role modeling with the person that's helping you too?
I mean, somebody role model for you. That's the.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Wait, does it have to be today?
Yeah, today. Or just in general, if you got something.
Well, because he was in the weight room. Where would you teach me how to do that?
On the weight room. Yeah, so you just started so you just signed up for football recently, or you been?
I've been in that for about a month.
Okay.
So he been helping me and somebody.
So y'all getting big in the gym. See, you got the sleeves though. Once you start working out, you ain't no sleeves no more. All right, so we're just going through the 5 R's and we're picking out one for the day. So about you with that? Okay.
Sure.
Picking out 5 R's for the day. Has any of those? Have you used any of those today? Or all of them? You use really. You give me all 5. You use all 5 of them. All right, give me one. No, helping out.
No, I was gonna say he did all that for me today.
Oh, okay. That's enough hit right there.
That's enough. Yeah. Sometimes in life you end up helping people and don't even realize that you got to stay more aware of what you do with every step that you take. You got somebody right next to you telling you how much you helped them. You don't even know what you did. So just pick one. Pick anyone.
Anyone. We're gonna get them all. Just anyone.
about that her friend showed us or something like that. And then she was asking me that should I go to the funeral or not? Or
Should she go to the funeral?
I told her yes.
Okay, so that sounds like she was reaching out to you for like a little bit of. It's a friend that you're close with or something. Or she? Well, it sounds like she was reaching out for a little help from you, and you provided her that. So that kind of built that relationship. You know how you ask when you ask somebody for some help, and they actually really help you. That kind of builds that relationship that you two had, before that happened. So that was good one. That was good one. All right, so let me introduce this big black man in the room. This is my boy Copeland. I'm gonna let him tell a little about himself. I'm gonna just leave it like that.
Alright, well, I'm just like you guys. I'm a regular person. I'm from New York originally, and I've kind of changed my life recently, and I now am kind of tapped into a different type of understanding about things. So when me and Quentin were talking, he's my frat brother from New York. We came out here, we were meeting, he told me about you guys, and he told me about all of this stuff, and I'm like, that's amazing. Like, I truly love and respect all of these 5Rs. And when he told it to me, I realized that I actually use these in my life all the time. So,
how have you today? If you could think of today.
well, I can go through all of those, and I will go through all of them for you. And I'm going to go through them on a different level that you've probably never heard before, so that you can understand that you also do all 5 of these every single day. So, like, absolutely. So, what I need for you guys to do when I'm done here, what I expect to happen, is that you guys are always aware of each and every time that you use one of the 5Rs. I don't want you to ever have another time where you're in a place where you could be a role model for somebody, but you don't realize that you're a role model. Like, I want you to be aware of this. I want you to be aware of what the actual respect is. I want you to be aware of what the other responsibilities are besides just going to school, because that's an easy one to do. But you do have other responsibilities that you take. I mean, self-control. That's a responsibility. Have you killed anybody today?
Yeah.
Well, up until now, you're responsible. So I'm going to start with respect. And for me, I come from a belief that we are all connected. Every single person and every single thing on the planet is connected. So for me, my main message is about love and infinite love. The only way for you to love everybody out there as much as they deserve and love yourself enough is to love yourself infinitely. And when you get to that point where you're truly happy with yourself, you truly respect yourself, you will never be able to disrespect another person again. Because in each person, you see yourself. As I'm watching all of you right now, and I was watching your interactions and listening to your stories, I can go back. I'm pretty old, so I have time for each of your stories. I can go back and see myself as each and every one of you. So as you guys are sitting here right now, I'm not really talking to you, but I'm talking to me. But the beautiful thing about it is that I see me in you. So because I love myself so much, I easily love you guys the same way. So my level of respect is I treat everybody the same exact way that I would treat myself if I was looking at myself. You treat everybody as a mirror. When you look in the mirror, all you see is yourself. When you remove it, all you're gonna see is yourself. When you're upset at something that somebody else does, 9 times out of 10, there's nothing wrong with that person and what they do. That's their journey. It's you. What was the thing I just talked about? Self-control. A lot of times we want to react to something and be like, oh, this person disrespected me, and this person did that. But that person didn't disrespect you. That person was merely living their life. You chose to take disrespect in that. That may be what they're doing because they don't respect themselves, but you do. And with this understanding now, we expect more of you. I want you guys to be aware of that. Every single thing that you do to somebody else, you're doing it to yourself. That's how connected we really are. And I guess that's the essence of karma. I know you guys know what karma is.
Yeah.
You guys believe in karma? You guys believe in karma?
Yeah, I do.
So, okay, so that's respect. And for me, responsibility. Responsibility is a big one for me because I have been blessed, like supremely blessed. I've got great friends, I've got great family, I've got a great support system. I'm starting a show now, and I have a co-host that I'm doing this show with. It's called Midday Motivation. And without my co-host, she's done so much work for me on this. Without that, a lot of this would not have really come to. But what it is that I realized, she saw and believed in what it is that I believe. And I believe that it's my responsibility with my understanding to share that with the world. I truly believe that love is the most powerful power on the planet. I know you guys have heard, you're still young, but I know you've heard stories of how a mother can get this adrenaline rush and lift a car up, her baby's under a car. Yeah, like these are the things that your brain and your heart and your mind, when they all work together, you can do things that you never ever even imagined.
There's something called in social media we call it fight or flight. So that's basically like you'll probably hear it as you get like older and older. So like, if it's a response that your body kind of naturally does. So when it's in danger, like if you're in danger, or like you said, if your child was under the car and you just got hit by a car, it's so like serious and traumatic that your body goes into fight or flight, which is natural as like so that what that really means is your heart starts like pumping your blood faster, your adrenaline starts getting up, and what it's doing is your body is preparing you to either fight for your life or run. So that's just a natural thing that your body does in order to kind of help you out. So like when you're in crazy situations where your life is in danger, you kind of get this way more energy and more like your blood just starts pumping and pumping and pumping because your body's prepared to either run or just fight for your life. So people have been known to like, oh, my child's life is in danger. All this blood's going through I'm lifting up this car to get my child out. And people have done that, not even knowing that they're that strong, just because your body is so powerful and goes into that mode. That's kind of what he's talking about there.
So I want you to keep that mindset though. Keep that thought of fright or that fight or flight in your mind. Because what he just said to you is that in that moment, and don't even think of a crazy moment, let's think of school, to do your homework or to not do your homework. You get the same energy, you get the same feeling. So at that moment, the choice is really yours. I want you guys to understand that in every instance, you have a responsibility to yourself at every single moment with every choice that you make. When you go home today, you have a choice to do your homework. Your teachers can't force you to do your homework. They can give you bad grades, they can call your parents, they can do things to kind of hopefully inspire you to do that. But it's your responsibility to do this. And the reason why I'm here, one of my messages is the simplicity of life. But for you guys, life is so simple right now because of the fact that everything that you do now affects everything else that you do in life. So you become aware of what's going on now. You're most of you guys are in ninth grade, right?
Yeah.
You guys understand that, let's say you do really well in your ninth grade year, and then you do really good in your 10th grade year. It's gonna take a lot more problems in your junior year for you to do bad than if where you were to not do well in your freshman year, not do well in your sophomore year. The amount of work that you would have to do to bust out your junior year to get those good colleges coming and looking at you, it's a whole lot more. So right now, instead of going through all of that fixing, you can prepare yourself. You can prevent any of those mishaps. And it's really, really simple. Your teachers tell you exactly what they need from you every day, right? Every single week. You do your work, and I know, I was in school, and trust me, I liked none of it. But still in all, it's still something that we have to get through because it's easier now to get through it and put it behind you. And then once you're done, you now have the choice whether to use that or find other tools. But if you don't have that, and then you decide that, okay, maybe I can't use these other tools, this is what I want to use, you don't have that choice anymore. So right now, what you guys are doing in life is you're making your future lives simple by keeping all of your opportunities open. I don't know, you don't know. You may never use a college degree, but what's the real harm in having one and not using it? What is the harm in having one and not using it? Because if you have a college degree, think about it this way. I know, I see your mind thinking, I like you. Let's say you have a college degree, right? You have a college degree, and you decide that you're not going to use the college degree. What does that say about that person? To me, it says that this person has already completed their college degree that they could use, but have so tapped into the greatness of themselves, they don't need that. So they're doing something else. Wonderful.
Something beyond that.
Yes. Is that hard for you to believe that you can do things beyond a college degree? Okay.
You guys remember? I remember Cole. Remember Cole?
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember Cole?
Oh yeah.
The writer. Remember he was in here talking about how he was going to school for so long. He was at Harvard, going to law school. Remember that?
Ended up being a producer.
Ended up being a producer. So he went to school for so long. Went to Harvard. Went to school for like 7 years to get this degree to be a lawyer. And then after he got it, he was like, you know what? I don't even want to do this. And then he started doing screenwriting. Remember that? Mm-hmm. So that kind of goes to say that you might think that that degree is what you want right then, but that whole process of getting that degree has opened your eyes to so many different opportunities and then so many different perspectives, so many different goals in your head that you have that lawyer degree. You can be a lawyer anytime you want, but now you're doing better than more than adding. So that's kind of an example. Like he definitely had a focus, but after that focus, once he achieved it, he was like, I could do a lot more.
You know what intention is? Intention.
Like the intention to just like
Exactly. So this is why we need to be more aware of what we actually do and our intentions in everything that we do. A lot of times when we're doing things, we don't fully process it. We're only focused on one thing. Like, I'm not going to do my homework now because I don't want to. And that's what we're focused on. We're focused on this moment, right? Trust me, I was a chronic not homework doer for a while. So you don't want to do it because you want to do what in this time that you can do at any other time, but you only have now to accomplish school. I can tell you this: you guys go out skateboarding, playing basketball, doing things like that, video games, right? How old are you?
I'm 15.
I'm 33. I still play basketball. I still play video games. I'm staying in an apartment now that has a pool and a jacuzzi coming from New York City. I feel like I live in a resort. These are the things that I'm able to do later on in my life, where at the beginning of your life, we're so you want to run and do things because of all the people we see doing that. But I'm here to tell you guys that that stuff's not important right now. And the fun that you have doing that, although it's a lot of fun, I can promise you that if you put that away for a little while, just a little while, and focus on your responsibilities. And I'm not saying don't have fun. I'm just saying to focus on your responsibilities. Get them out of the way. You will have way more fun in the future. Right now, you guys are very, very young and powerful spirits. Keep that. Keep working on that. You now have a responsibility to yourself because I respect you guys like I respect myself. I can see myself in you. I'm no different than you. The same power that's in me is the same power that's in you. So now you have a responsibility to every day respect yourselves. And I guarantee you that once you do that, we're going to go into our next R, which is relationships. People will treat you the way how you treat yourself, especially if you're treating them the way that you treat yourself. That's one. And now two, here's the thing, they may not. But then now, what does that do for you? Nothing. You do what you do and allow everybody else to be on their journey. You do not allow other people. You guys are all respectful people. You guys are all responsible people. You're here. Like I know this is extra. You guys are here. I heard the school bell ring and you guys are here. I know that this is a great guy to be around, but I know that you guys are here because your spirits want more. This is a relationship. He respects you the same way he respects himself. This is what you guys are going to start giving to other people, whether you're aware of it or not. So I want you to be aware of it. Everything is a relationship. Every person in your classroom, you have a relationship with these people. You're feeling their energy and they're feeling your energy. Like people can tell. You can tell when people are sad. Like when I talk about energy, I want you guys to realize that we're all, we all give off energy. But have you ever been in a room with a TV when it was on, but the screen was like off or something and you could kind of like feel that? Those sensors right there you have are way more powerful than that. That just happens to be the only time where you used it. But you can actually tap in, and that's how you work and affect your relationships. By really, really, truly creating webs, two-way webs, where you're respecting the person and you're understanding your responsibility because you're there to respect yourself and that person. And this is just for me. And then I guess with that relationship thing, for me especially, it's role modeling. You have to be, and this is one thing that I learned. I used to be, always wanted to change the world, always, and I was always told that I couldn't change the world. Everybody would say, you can't change the world, you're only one person. That is the biggest bunch of hogwash I've ever heard now that I truly understand. We are all in the world, right? Every last one of us. So if we change something in the world, do we not change the world? Like, I mean, you guys do chemistry. Sodium chloride is what? That's salt, right? If you take out the sodium, all you've got is chlorine. So you've changed it. So if I change myself today, do I not change the world? And we can do this every single day. Every single day, you guys can change and grow for the better. So every single day, by making yourself better, you are effectively changing the world into a much better place. And this is something that I learned. And that's why now all that I do is focus on myself. And I don't mean focus on myself in a selfish way, but I'm always focusing on building myself because I understand that the way that I live, the way that I operate, I am a role model for people. Every single one of us, our lives are messages. You are sent here with a message, and your life, people are watching you. People are watching you all over the place. How long have you been working out? And look at you. Now you're walking around with your tank top and your butt. People are going to look at you and be like, that is the result of hard work and dedication. That is your message. You're just by living, you don't have to say anything to them. So let's say that you're not doing well in school and you're not taking care of any of your business. Your message to people is that you don't care about yourself. Like, it's going to be very hard for somebody to look at you with your physique and say you don't care about yourself. That's not the message that they're going to get. So again, I want you guys to always be aware of this message that you're giving out at all points and all times. And then reaching out for me is the single most important part. Because we as human beings, we're communal people. We like to be around each other. Even those people who are introverts and they say they don't want to be around people, most of them are going through things that I truly believe that everybody loves, and everybody loves to be around people because people amplify things. Have you ever tried to turn it up by yourself?
What do you mean by that?
What you mean what I mean by that? You don't know what turn it up is? I just learned. I just learned it, so I know you know what it means. Have you ever tried? It's not as fun by yourself, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? It's not as fun. That right there is that bond. Those are the relationships. Like you guys were just talking about the relationships between you and your home. These are relationships. All 5 of these things we have to be working on every single day. Most people don't. But you guys are in a very blessed position where you have somebody who cares about you and he has people who cares about him and in turn care about you at the same time and who will come and work with you guys. So all of these 5 R's for me is pretty much an embodiment of my life. This is how I live, this is how I think every single day. So what do you think about that?
Speechless.
Well, I don't want you guys to be speechless. I really want to hear, so what I want to do, what I do for most people is I want to know what it is that you love. And when I say what it is that you love, I want you to think about the thing that you could do forever for free. Let's say you had no bills. Money wasn't an issue. I'm not asking you to, don't even worry about it for right now, but there's a question I'm putting in your head. I'll be back, and I want an answer then. But there's a question, if money's not an issue, there's no money in the world. Your food, your housing, your bills taken care of. Actually, let's make it more realistic. I'm a rapper. Platinum rapper. Killing them in these streets. You guys are a part of my entourage. You guys all are a part of my entourage. I've got money like we've never even seen.
Entourage? You know what entourage is?
Oh, you guys are my crew. You guys are my boys.
Yeah,
You guys are my boys from before I got there. So we've been rolling, we've been chilling forever. I blow up. Like I'm the next thing. Alright? So we're set. Like I can fulfill your dream without even thinking about it. So now what would you guys do in that instance? What is it that you could do for free for the rest of your lives that would make you happy? Huh? Who, me?
Like,
I don't need no help. I'm good. What do you want to do?
help my family.
Okay.
How? Question's how?
What are you going? We're not. Money's not an issue. I've got your parents. I've got your family. All of them. Like I love you guys. You guys are my boys. Like we've been through this. We've been through thick and thin. Like you don't remember? Come on. We've been there. All that's taken care of. You don't gotta. Nobody's got. Now that I've made it, we've all made it. Everybody. Your family has no problems. What are you now giving to the world? I'm giving you guys the opportunity now to give something to the world. What is that?
Love.
How?
Respect.
Huh?
Respect them like you, how you sound like. Respect the people like how you would want them to treat themselves.
I understand, but you could just do that though. So now I'm giving you the opportunity to. I want you guys to think bigger. I want you guys to think really, really big. Because my goal is to spread love to every corner of the world, every single corner. And while I know I can change the world, I can't do that by myself. That's a goal. That's a dream. That's how I want you guys to think. I want you guys. You guys know what Kobe Bryant is. Tonight, have you ever seen those Kobe system commercials?
Yeah.
That's how I want you guys to think. Success and success and success. I don't want you guys to sit here thinking of a degree as an endpoint. It's just a stopping point. I don't even really want you guys thinking about stopping points. I want you to constantly be thinking of dreams. And then think about what you're going to do after you get there. So just think big. Really, really big. What would you like to go to school for? You thought about a degree before? What do you like? What do you like in school?
I like in school. Yeah, my friends, everything else.
Everything else but school? It's all right, don't. I mean, I don't like school. Don't worry about it. I wasn't a big school
There's no
person.
wrong answer.
Semi.
You see, this is what I need for you to do. Because you seem to be one of the people that I encounter a lot who have very, very strong hearts, right? And here's the problem with most people in the world. We all have strong hearts, but we don't listen to it. We're always listening to up here. There's two types of actions in life, only two. There's common actions, and then there's natural actions. Common actions are the things that we do because everybody else does it, so it's okay. That's why most of us go to school. Point blank period. Then there are natural actions. There are things that we would do regardless of what the power system or the structure says for us to do. Like me, if I see a lady that needs some help, I'm going to help her. That's not because it's cool or whatever. Because to be honest, I'm all about energy conservation. You know, some people would actually call me lazy. I like to conserve my own energy. But if I see this lady that needs some help, I'm going to help her because that's natural to me. If I see a lady fall and she hurts her ankle, you know why I'm going to help her? Because I respect her the way I respect myself. That could be my mother. So for me, that's natural. The school thing is kind of common. But what I'm trying to do for you is understand that we can coexist. We can make both of them coexist. You have to be in school. So let's take advantage of this time here. Let's start thinking big. Let's really utilize this opportunity and this tool that we have. What is it that we want to leave the world with when we're gone? I like that. I want to leave the world with happiness. But then the thing is, how are we going to do it? What is your talent? What are you good at? What are you loving? How can the universe shine its light through you? Well, your family's good. I mean, did you not hear me? We're in this together, man.
So for example,
You want to, you know what? Yeah, all right.
So for example, so it's like if this situation was the case, he's making it, and like us and our families don't have to worry about nothing. I'm gonna be doing music just because that makes me happy. So that's what he's kind of he's trying to figure out. So like, if there was no money in the world, no nothing, the dream job, like I would be doing music for the rest of my life because I don't feel like it's work. And like when I do it, I feel good, and it's something that natural to me. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to do anything with school. It doesn't have to do anything with money. I would just be doing it because it's fun to me, and it kind of makes me feel good. That's why I would be doing that. So that's what he's kind of trying to ask. Like, what would you be doing if you had Money's not a problem
at all.
You don't need like you can, any job in the world. You can do anything you want. But what would you be doing? Because you would be doing something. You wouldn't be just if you had all the money in the world, you wouldn't be just being lazy, just partying, all that kind of stuff. You get tired of that. You actually want to do something with your time. What would you be doing?
And I don't even want you guys to answer that now because it's a really deep question. Like I want you to sit back and I wanted you to get the question so that you could think about it. And I'll come back and we can talk about it more. But this is what I want you guys to think about. I don't want you to focus on money. I don't want you to focus on the problems of money because they're not going to be your problems for much longer. They're not. I can see it in every single one of your eyes that that's not going to be a problem. So I want you to stop thinking about that and I want you to start thinking about what you really want to do. Money is a result of what happens when people do what they're passionate about. Like if you're just going to work for somebody and and you're going to fulfill their passion. But what do you want to do? What would you invest your life into? Because that is what's going to eliminate all of these problems for you.
I got mine. I got three. Traveling. The second one maybe boxing. The third one will probably hit more people.
I like traveling. I'm the same way. If I didn't have no problem, I'd be traveling all the time. Just cause. Meeting people, learning about different cultures, meeting new people, new interactions, new perspectives. That just helps you grow as a person.
So let me open it up for you guys. Like, I mean, ask me something. Like, what are you thinking right now? Because I don't want to talk too much. Like, I want to answer some of what you guys got.
When you were talking about primarily like three people as well. Like I think like almost like space industry or something like
Space exploration?
yeah, and like either music, that's it, or athletics, like football,
Oh, pretty cool.
All right. So you're pretty much a creator then. Like you can create with your mind and you can do stuff with your body.
But my dad and my sister always tell me that I should like be a speaker or whatever like that. They ask me something, I say stuff. But I kind of create a speech when I say it.
No, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Because you probably, when your dad and your sister ask you stuff, you're not, like, we don't realize that when we give the best answers, we're not thinking. We're feeling. It's like, what do we.
The answers are coming from here, not here.
Yeah. I mean, the knowledge that's all out there is cool, but people remember how you make them feel. Every single one of your teachers, from day one till today, has deposited knowledge into you. Do you remember every single one? Does every single one just pop in your head like that? There are special teachers out there that made you feel a special sort of way, and you remember them with a special memory.
Whether it's good or bad. You remember the good ones and bad. You remember like all of them.
So I mean, you guys got any like? I mean, what's going on in your mind?
I just want to make people happy, cause like it makes me happy and like I want to do something that like if I'm gone like they'll remember me or something.
You want to leave something behind.
Yeah, like memories or something.
Something bigger than yourself. That's a good goal to have something like
To leave something behind that everybody remembers.
Everybody remember. Because if you guys are going tomorrow, what are people gonna say about you? I mean, there's some people that know.
That's not so much true though, because you guys, like, I want you guys to realize this. I don't know, you're 15, 16. You had 15, 16 years on this planet. I guarantee you, at least every single one of you has affected at least one person in a way that has changed their life for the better, and you didn't even know it.
And you wouldn't know it until it's gone. You might not even talk to this person. They're like, man, every day I was watching Chris do this, and like he really changed my mind. Like, yeah, that's real though. That's real though. So like a lot of times you don't have awareness of that until you're gone. If you guys would just leave, people would be like, man, where you guys at? You wouldn't even know they were missing you. You know what I mean? But that goes to show, like every day, people are watching every day.
So you've got just keep those in your awareness, and I promise you guys will be fine. You just want to be aware. You want to be aware of your responsibility. Like you want to be aware of your responsibilities. Of course, that's the easiest thing because for the most part, people will tell you most of your responsibilities. So you don't even really have to worry too much. And then you will start to develop your own. You want to be aware of your reaching out. Understand that every single step that you take, you're reaching out to a whole nother place. Like right now, I'm in a space. I take a step right here. I've just reached out to this space from here. People are the same exact way. Every single person that you interact with, you're reaching out to them. Your spirits are touching. You're be aware of that. Understand that that's happening. You are affecting people simply with your positive vibes. Like that's just how we work. You've got role modeling. Like every single day, me, I understand people are watching me. Every single day. That's the relationships that we have. My responsibility and my respect. And you know how I respect. I respect myself to the fullest. And exactly. And the doubts, we all have doubts. But I want you to know most of our doubts come from other people because they don't know what you can do. You know now you can do anything, anything at all, and you've got plenty of people to help you, especially at this stage. Anything that comes up, you have to remember use these, and not just in positive times. If something's up, feel free to reach out. There are people around who want to help. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't have so many people to reach out to. And this is one of the reasons why I'm here now, because I don't want anybody to ever have to go through that again, because I was different. I thought big. I thought way bigger than they wanted me to think, but I didn't have anybody to encourage that. So I tried to stumble my way through doing common things. But what's natural for me is to be free and to be great. And because I respect myself so much, I know that that's what's natural to everybody. I don't want to see you guys boxed into anything. I want to see you guys out there living and thriving and creating. You guys all have a creative spirit in you. Every single person. We are creators, not creatures. I want to see you guys creating.
So that's why, like, we when I want to come in here and ask you guys to pull something from your day and grab 1 to 5 hours, that is to kind of build this awareness that we're trying to have, that we are doing this every time. So I think today might be the last day that we only choose one. So next time we meet, we're gonna try to choose two. I'm gonna ask you guys to choose two out of five to talk about until we get to all five, because you guys are doing all five. You just don't realize yet. So we started with just give me one that you're doing. Next time, give me two. It's gonna be easy. You're gonna be like, I can give you two. Each of you gonna give me two. Then we're gonna choose to give me three. Then gonna give me three. Then we're gonna be giving all five every day. And they're gonna be like, man, I'm really doing this really every day. I feel good about me because I know that people are giving me that that positive energy back because I'm giving it to them. You know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to. That's what I'm trying to do as far as getting you guys to keep thinking. Like even when we don't have X Y, at the end of the day, I mean in the weight room. And at the end of the day, wherever you guys go, or we guys see each other, have you guys done 1 of the 5 R's? Like, kind of just keep that in your head. Because these 5 R's, if you ask anybody on campus what the 5 R's are, anybody on campus, no, everybody's going to get you like, what? They don't even know what this is. They have no idea what these 5 R's are. So they might be living them every day, but they're not even close to aware because they don't even know them. You guys are we're the only ones on this campus that know these 5 R's like this. And are trying to use them every day, awareness, awarenessly using every day. That's a big thing. It's a big thing. So like even friends reaching out, teach somebody 5 R's. That's a great way to reach out because you know what? They're gonna start following them, and then they're gonna reach out and tell somebody else the 5 R's, and that's how you change the world just by one person at a time. Okay? So just think about that. You keep that in mind. Anybody got any other questions? So wait, let me say this. I brought Copeland here just because like you said, we're close friends, and it's just a positive energy that he kind of gives off, and different perspectives about things, and just so like I want you guys to be open. Like I mean, any type of question that comes to your mind, like I'm gonna just ask this question just to see what he's gonna say, because he'll give you an answer to the question and be like, oh man, I didn't even think about it that way, and that really helped a lot. So like I want you guys to be like open to like anything that pops in your head, just ask it. Because like it's a safe space here. Like you guys know, it's a safe space here. Nobody's judging. There's no such thing as a bad question. Just ask. You know what I mean?
Seriously, there's really no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid questions are the ones that you don't ask because you think they're stupid. And that's just you being stupid because there are no stupid questions. If you have a question, it means that there's something that you don't know or want clarity on.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing, because like ignorance isn't being dumb, it's just not really knowing something, not having knowledge of something. To stay that way is what's stupid. But to act, I don't, anybody that asks me a question deserves an answer. That's the way I operate.
If you want to answer.
Yeah.
Shyamalan, how do you say it?
Shaman?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, like, you kind of feel like,
Spoons?
no, like, spiritual person. Like,
Oh yeah, very much so. Like a sage, so to speak. What it is just that if you really take your time and like I meditate, and what it is that our thoughts in our mind move too much. You guys are all smart, so I know you suffer from hyperactivity of the brain.
Thinking way too much. Like,
It doesn't stop moving.
Just start thinking. Like, I know you guys are in that stage because like everything is just going through your head. Whether it be school, girls, sports, everything is just always going. And there's nothing wrong. That's natural.
It is.
But it's very powerful to be able to slow down your thoughts and not even use your mind to think sometimes.
Because then it comes from fear.
That's something a lot of people don't know how to do. They're always just, oh, I'm thinking I should do this. I'm thinking, not I feel that this is the right thing to do. I just think I should do this. I think I should do this. But what you feel is what you really. That's the natural stuff that you're supposed to be in, like that flight or flight. I told you about. That's natural. You can't not feel it. That's something you can't push aside. You're gonna feel it because that's just.
It's just
you can't do nothing about it.
Your body's like, something's going on, and this guy needs help. Hopefully he makes the right choice.
That's all it is. So like, that's what a lot of times you gotta try to think with your heart. Sometimes not so much with your brain because sometimes you taint all the stuff that you're thinking because of all the stuff that goes on in your brain.
The brain is other people's thoughts. Point blank. Period. When you're born, your spirit is 100% full. This is what God gave you. The universe gave you. Whatever you believe in. That's where that comes from. Your brain is a blank slate. You don't even know how to talk. You have to learn all of these things from people. So these are all people's thoughts in your head. You need to quiet those down, and especially in today's society where everything is quick. We want everything quick. You know why we want everything quick? Because we don't want that time where we're not doing anything. Because we've forgotten that we need that time to reflect and to go inside and reconnect. The number one relationship that anybody should have is with themselves. What is it that you really, really want? Not what you want that's okay for everybody else to be like, yeah, that's cool for you to want. What do you really want? I wanted to change the world. I was truly passionate about that. But because I needed everybody else to be okay with that and everybody else to feel like that was okay, I didn't do it when I was in my 20s. It took me until my 30s to realize, wait a second, I have a job here to do. I have a responsibility. I have a message to share. I need to do this. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to spread my message. It took me a while, but I don't need anybody's approval anymore for anything that I do. I mean, look at me. I wear slippers, you know, all the time. Like, I come from New York, so this weather is amazing, and I feel warm in February. I've worn slippers every single day I'm out here. I only wear my sneakers to play ball. I was gonna go play ball today, but I was so used to putting on my slipper, that when I'm walking out the door, I slipped my foot in my slippers, didn't realize I had on my slippers till I'm on the bus. Got my basketball shorts right here, everything, ready to go. But that's just how I feel. This is how I operate. I don't need anybody to approve or accept what it is that I'm doing because I know that I'm doing what's in my spirit. It's not what's in my mind. This is what's in my heart. Not at all. It's not that I don't care what they have to say. I care what everybody has to say. But what they have to say is not going to make me not do what I feel like I need to do for my spirit.
Just do you.
Do you.
Yeah.
Do you. People will always respect you for doing it. Because whatever you do is you. Like, that's all it is. It's not nobody else. It's not, they didn't come to see you. They didn't come to see you play soccer like Ronaldinho. No, they came to see you play. You know what I mean? They came to see you do this. They came to see you do it the way you do it, not any other way. You know? So that's just life right there, man. You gotta do you all the time. The people will follow all the time. Once people start seeing that, oh man, he's doing him. He's actually like getting better. Like you just see it in your walk. If you're doing it, you can just see it in your talk, and people start wanting to be like, they start following you, and that's when you become role models. That's how that happens. Once you start doing you, everyone wants to be you, and then you become the role model, and then you have to reach out and then help them because that's your responsibility. You know what I mean? That's how you kind of incorporate all those men easily, but like that's real life, so real life. Especially after high school is big right now. But even once you guys get older in high school and like start getting juniors, seniors, and start going to college, you're gonna go to college. There's gonna be so many different people there. But what you really need to stay strong in doing is being you. From like, cause college changes a lot of people. If you ask people who've been to college, some people might change from college, some people might not. But college usually changes people because there's a lot more people around. And you want to fit in. You want to do what everybody else is doing. Everybody's your same age. So like, if we're all the same age, if you're doing this, I feel like I should be doing it too. Why not? But no, college is made really to separate the real from the fake. Like if you go into college doing you from start, people are automatically already going to notice that, and then you're going to be a leader on that campus. And then everything you do from that point on is going to be in the eyes of people because they're all watching. So now you have a responsibility to do great because you are great. You know what I mean? You can't do less than great because I don't know. That's how I felt. Like I felt like even in high school, man. Like I mean, I was a little clown and everything, but like once I got to college, like everybody was so different, and I seen people I thought I knew start acting different ways, starting to be like other people. I'm like why? Like I don't feel comfortable with all that. I'm just gonna be me and hang around with the people that accept me for that. If there's other people that don't like what I'm doing, that's cool. That's their choice. I'm not upset with them, but I'm not gonna change what I'm doing because this is what my calling was. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So if they don't like it, they'll just have to find somewhere else to go. And if you do, come fuck with me, cause like we're going to the top. Like I'm so serious though. Like it's so real life that you have to put it into perspective. Man. Like you have to like.
It's the truth.
Like, I know where I'm going.
You have to be ready to go where you're going by yourself. Be 100% okay with that, and you will see that you never have to go anywhere by yourself. Because even if every living person on the planet is not behind you, I guarantee you, as a spiritual person I am, your ancestors are behind you. They were here before you to pave the way for you. Why would they not be there for you? So you're never, ever actually alone. Just don't worry about having to see people around you. Because, there you go. Got one right there. This guy right there's got some potential.
You feel people around. You don't have to see them watching you, but you feel like a leader.
I was like thinking about what you said about the endpoint. Like, you know how you have like you think about it, like you just think about that one thing, but then when you finally get to that endpoint, like you don't know what you're gonna do. Like I was just thinking, like I told myself like I want to be like make the NFL, and that's like for me that was like the endpoint, and like I was just thinking like if I make it there, like I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. Like,
exactly. So
I want to do something else.
There's a saying they call it: if you don't plan to fail.
I heard this.
Have you ever heard that?
I heard it.
Don't ever forget that. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. It's like you said, your end goal, you're planning. The plan that you so far was you're thinking, oh, my end goal is gonna be the NFL. But you said once you hit that goal, you're gonna want to do more than that. So before you get there, you're gonna have to plan for after that too. Like so right now you said, oh, I'm planning to get to the NFL. But now tomorrow I'll start planning to after I'm in the NFL, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? What am I gonna do after I get all that money? How am I gonna invest it, or how am I gonna give it back? How am I gonna make it? How am I gonna leave something that when I'm gone, it's gonna still show, and still represent what I stand for.
I guess I'm trying to say is like there is no endpoint.
There is no.
Oh, you're always growing. And here's the one thing that I want to, because I like that because that actually helps you. A lot of times, I have this thing. I do not believe in plan Bs or contingency plans. I believe that plan Bs and contingency plans are plans to fail. But what you just brought up for me is the perfect example, because people would be like, well, I plan to go to the NFL. But you understand now that what most people are planning when they say they want to go to the NFL, that's their end game. So now that that's not your end game, that's a step in the road, but you still have a bigger goal than that. So now let's say you don't make it to the NFL. That doesn't kill your plan, because that was just a step. Whatever it is that you really believe that you can do after that, there, that's where your goals are. Your goals, all of your goals, are way beyond your wildest dreams. I need you guys to start dreaming. Start understanding that you are way more powerful than you ever imagined. Start dreaming super big. Like, think of the things that you want to do that you used to think you can't do. Today, right now, I guarantee there's something that you want to do that you think is impossible. Plan for it. Plan for it starting today. Impossible is an illusion, and it's only created by us, and our only restraints is our thoughts and holding on to that impossible. There is no impossible.
So you guys know who Bill Gates is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates, all the money
Oh,
in
yeah.
the world, like, got everything. Like, he has got, like, I don't know, this guy's house is like,
It's everything. It's Google.
you put your eyes in to open the doors, all that kind of stuff. But when he was you guys' age, I'm sure he didn't plan for all that. Or he might have. Like I said, he might have started planning. Might have started planning at your age. Like, man, when I get old, man, I'm gonna have this stupid house where you can't get in without my eyes. Like, and then what happens? It happens, right? So if you think if Bill Gates is, because when I think of like success, I think like, you know, who has all the money, who has everything, and I'm thinking like Bill Gates has everything. But we can plan past Bill Gates. Like, all right, if Bill Gates had this, I'm planning to be better than that. So that's my plan from the start, to be better than Bill Gates. So like that's where you want to think. Like, if you think that's the top, you can go top. You can go higher than that.
All the time.
All the time.
So you don't need money to be happy.
You don't need money to have it. You don't.
I'm happy. I'm pretty broke. Like, I don't have no like, I really have no worries in the world.
It's really all about your heart, man. If you're happy with what you're doing, you're happy. Man. And that's something people don't have. Happiness. People have millions of dollars. They're so upset with their lives. They're so stressed. They're so because they might be like the guy who said like he was going to be a lawyer. He could have been a lawyer. He said making like $250,000 a year.
He didn't do it.
He didn't do it because he would have been rich as hell, but he wouldn't have been happy.
He wasn't happy.
He wouldn't have been happy.
Yeah.
And then if he wasn't happy with what he was doing, he wasn't giving off anything to anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, even though he's a lawyer making all this money, he's not giving nothing back to people because he's not happy. You know what I mean? So when you're happy, you're making other people happy. That's what makes you happy because you see yourself in other people, right? So that's kind of how it all comes back, full circle.
And trust me, the money's gonna come. Like, I'm telling you this, it's gonna come. Do not focus on it. When you chase money, how many of you guys played Super Mario? You remember the ghosts in Super Mario?
Yes.
The ghosts are money. When you don't look at it, it comes your way. When you focus it, what happens? Or freezes. It's not coming. Don't focus on money. Focus on your path. Get to where you gotta get to the end of the stage. Let the money come. It will come. I promise you
And
that.
that's the money, and that's the girls, that's the
All of that stuff.
all that stuff. Like I was talking about college. Yeah. We were talking about college out there at one time, and I was like, they were talking about they're talking about they're trying to talk about college and partying and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, like you said, if you invest in yourself and be about yourself, be about you, do you, and then get all your work done, and then have fun, it'll be a lot better than trying to, do all the fun stuff and not being there and doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Work hard, play hard.
Make sure you work
One thing I
hard.
heard on a speech said like, work hard and you could do whatever it is that you want.
It's all about working first. Like this school, that's what I'm trying to tell. A lot of people don't realize that school, like high school, is work. It is work, but
It's preseason.
I'm telling you, this is nothing.
You understand that. Like, you get that with high school, college, it's all preseason. It's all preparation.
It's a real life.
Your whole life right now is all preparation for what it is that you're going to do when you get, because once you get out of college, that's when you're all on your own. Everything that you do and everything that you create is you. You have all of your lessons. You have your family. You have your ancestors with you. You have your future ahead of you. But that's you. What have you been doing up until then to make sure that the you that's there is the best you that's possible? As a warrior, I'm not a warrior really anymore. As a warrior, it's not about having the best swords or the best weapons. It's about being the best warrior. The best warrior can beat you with chopsticks or silk or a fan. And you can have the sword of omens if you want to, or Excalibur, and they'll win. because it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. I can look in you guys' eyes and see what's going on. And I know that in you is untapped potential that you guys just need to let go. We tend to look at things wrong. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to let go because they feel like they're holding on to a tree branch. And if they let go, they're going to fall. But what you're actually holding on to is more like those bike rack things. So your whole perspective is flipped. So when you're holding on to this, you're not stopping yourself from falling. You're stopping yourself from flying up. Let that go. Unleash yourselves. Keep these 5 R's in your awareness and in your intention, and then I promise you, you can just do you. The problem with most people with this whole do you and YOLO attitude is that they don't have those 5 R's. They don't care about relationships. They don't care about respect. They don't care about responsibility, role modeling, or reaching out at all.
So YOLO ends up just doing all this, doing me, end up in jail. You know what I mean?
That's not the do you that we're talking about.
You don't have structure around it. Now that you guys have this and know this, all you guys know this, all these Bibles. I can actually, you don't have to look up there. You know them. You know them. You know what they mean. You know how you use them. That's structure. Now you can just do you, and everything else is gonna come easy. It's gonna come.
The way to master something, and most martial artists will agree with this, is that you learn the foundation, the fundamentals of everything, the basics. You learn them to the point where you know them so well that you can create your own laws. Then you can break them because you've mastered them. You can now create your own laws. Like Superman, he's super tapped in. He breaks the laws of physics. Gravity doesn't do anything to Superman. I'm sorry. I like Batman too, though. Batman has pushed his mind and his brain to levels that like most humans don't reach. He's doing exactly what it is that I want you to do. Tap in here. Figure out your passion, and then let it loose on the world. Batman wanted to make sure that nobody else's parents ever died in a back alley again. So he pushed his body to the limits of human physical performance. His mind is as sharp as the sharpest blade ever. Batman literally knows how to take out every single superhero. That's where I want you guys at. Batman status, Jedi status. I mean, I'm a big Star Wars guy. I love the Jedi, the Star Wars. Yeah, that is what the natural mystic of the universe is. All of you guys have access to this stuff. No, I'm not saying that you're going to be able to push people away with just a thought. But what I'm not saying is that you can't. So if that's your goal, if that's what you're going to work to, you've got a lot of mental work to do, but get to it because you can. I'm not saying you will, but I'm definitely not saying you can't. Try. We can shoot for the stars. But I mean, if we shoot for the stars and we end up on the moon, I mean, there's 8 billion people on the planet who are never going to reach where you've reached.
You gotta shoot for it.
Gotta shoot as high as you possibly can. Failures are only disguised lessons. Do not try to avoid them. Go as hard and as high as you possibly can.
I was writing rap the other day. I just put that in there because I was thinking. I said failures. Failures make us stronger. Why are we so afraid of failures? If we know that every time we fail, we learn from it, right? If you learn from every mistake, why are we so scared of failing? If we learn from every mistake, it doesn't make sense. Because our mind's been trained by other people that if you fail or if you mess up or something like that, you're wrong. No, you're just taking you're just learning a lesson. That's all it is. So you shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes should be something you want to make, so that now I made this mistake. I'm glad I did it because I won't do it again. And now I know. You know what I mean? So the more mistakes, the more you grow. I feel like.
So here's the thing. Let's eliminate these words from our vocabulary now. We're going to eliminate mistakes and we're going to eliminate failures because there's no such thing. Every mistake, every failure is simply lessons that we're learning. Lessons that you have to learn in order to grow. Usually growth is painful. I mean, talk to snakes. That skin on them, it gets kind of tight and they've got to shed it. The butterfly in the chrysalis does the same thing. It gets tight, they've got to bust open. This is the whole essence of transformation. It is going to be a little uncomfortable. But every time you feel that discomfort, reach into your stores of courage and understand that whatever is over there, there's nothing to be afraid of. You can handle it and push through. On the other side of whatever it is that's making you feel uncomfortable, you will find growth. I promise you. And as long as you guys keep growing, keep those 5 R's in your head, you guys are gonna be superstars. And I hope that you remember me and allow me to, like, you know what I mean, VIP access to whatever it is that you guys are doing. I'm being serious about that. I love VIP access.
So what do you guys think?
Amazing, awesome.
Yeah. Everything I mean.
That's the only question? Why was it?
Well, my fraternity.
What is that?
My fraternity, Omega Psi Phi.
What is that?
It's a fraternity. I mean, it's a group of brothers who come together. Like our founders back in 1907, they came together and decided that we need to help our people. So they created an organization of college men who are in college who are going to go back and help their people. Like that's basically the essence of most fraternities, especially ours.
I know we party. Did that hurt?
Of course it hurts.
You did it with Brandon House.
Wait, can you tell them the call?
How they did it? We talking about everything.
I mean, it's just a regular brand. Like you heat an iron and then you press it on. It's kind of like a I don't know. It's kind of like a tattoo spitting out of.
I've seen them.
Branding, you see branding on TV.
Well, I see the movies like you do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The things in the movies are kind of like, some of it is true, some of it's not true, and you know, like you still have some secrets, so you can't really just tell everybody everything. But I mean, I enjoyed my fraternity, you know, and I enjoy the work that we do, and of course, you know, as with everything, I always wish that we could do more, so I try to do more. It's really a good way of networking. I mean, like Quentin's in my fraternity, like this is why I'm here, we're frat brothers.
No. You're like gonna have the same thing then. Nah? You scared?
I'll pass.
Yeah.
What, at what age?
24?
24. Right. How are you now?
33.
33. I'm not good.
What made you move from New York?
The weather.
Tell them that.
The
Tell them
weather.
the story. That was an interesting story.
So I came out here for a week to visit, and you know, I've come from New York. It's freezing over there. Like I literally almost had frostbite on my fingers going to the plane. So the last day here, I was kind of disappointed and depressed that I had to go back to New York. But I was gonna go back to New York. I had some jobs. I was gonna go work and then come back. But then I missed my plane. I got on the wrong bus because I don't really know the public transportation that well. I got on the wrong bus and I missed my plane. And then I realized that maybe it was my spirit guiding me to the wrong bus to make me stay here. And since I've been here, absolutely. Since I've been here, I've started writing my book and I've got my Midday Motivation show going on my YouTube channel. So things are actually
literally just decided to move on the day. Like that's like going for spring break next week. You guys go to spring break, go to Hawaii. And they're like, man, it's nice out here in Hawaii. I ain't going back. It just moved right there. That's exactly what happened. Like, nah, you know what? Nah, I ain't going back. I just decided to move right on the spot. So like, it's just about being in tune to yourself and following your heart, man. I'm telling you, it doesn't lead you wrong. It doesn't lead you wrong. How many of you guys been in those situations where you know that you're doing the wrong thing or you're about to do the wrong thing? Your body is like your stomach's all messed up, or your body's telling you like, yo, you know you're gonna do the wrong thing. That's your body naturally telling you that that's not right. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, in any situation ever in your life, your body telling you that, don't do it.
Don't do
So
it.
what? Don't do it. If your body's telling you no, don't do it. Whether it be like, oh, I'm about to go with my friends to do this, whatever. But man, something's telling me I shouldn't be going. Like I shouldn't go. Or something's telling me like this is not the right move for me to do today. Don't do it. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it. Cause I've been in so many situations where like, okay, you know that same feeling. But what I do, you know, being hard headed, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm just gonna go against these instincts. My stomach kind of feels funny, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Get caught, get in trouble. Little stuff like that. If I would listen to myself, you would keep yourself out of so many
That's
situations.
what I do.
Yeah.
Like before doing something, I always think like of what could happen,
Yeah.
about the bad things or good things, and I always like,
That's
oh,
good.
never mind, I'm not gonna.
And that a lot of people
I'll be
don't do
doing
that
it
now.
Yeah, I always think about like the outcome. Of something.
That was like, to be honest with you, that's like, maybe my main problem is everybody telling me things before you have to.
Yeah.
I don't really keep.
I mean,
No, you
I mean,
actually
it takes
do
time.
think. You do think before you act, and you decide after you thought. You're like, you know what? I really want to do this. But what he's saying to you is to feel before you act, because the brain will get you into that trouble.
I mean, sometimes it might not even be trouble though. Sometimes the brain tell you to do something, you might do it and be good. But I'm saying your body, when your body all I'm saying when your body says no, just say no with it. Don't ever try to go against that feeling, because that's when bad stuff happens. I just know that much, because your body will not tell you not to do this if you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? That's not something that happens to your body.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't happen unless you're not supposed to be doing that. So if you ever feel that way, just think about like, maybe I shouldn't do this, and just reevaluate the situation, because you don't ever want to get in a situation that you can't get yourself out of.
I'll be feeling
Yeah,
worried.
that's fine.
I'll be feeling worried about something that's going to happen.
All right, well, how long you got? You got enough time to do the ring?
But we for 30.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
That's 420 right now. All right, let's do this ring real quick with Coke. If we don't get it right away, you can bounce out. But I know we haven't done this in a while, so I want to make sure we get this done one time before we